first sight.
Okay. In
I
America,
mean,
does
because
okay,
yeah, because in Chinese, we said it's 一见钟情. Yeah, yeah. But I think it's not exist in Chinese culture.
okay,
But
yeah,
I just heard it in Western stories.
okay. Love at first sight.
Yeah.
Hmm. Um, so you're asking me, do a lot of Americans believe in it?
Um. Yeah. I think maybe.
Yeah, I think I can't say a lot. I think just like in China, some Americans, are very romantic and they want to believe in love at first sight, and some do. Some will say, yes, I can give you an example of love at first sight, and some people say, nah, I don't believe it. It's just like in China. I've talked about this topic in my English corners before,
Yeah.
and maybe half the people believe in love at first sight and half the people don't.
Oh. Okay.
So I can't say that all Americans believe in it. I can just say some do, some don't, just like in China. What
Yeah.
about you, Phoebe? Do you believe in love at first sight?
Um. Actually, I think I don't believe it now, but I hope I can meet uh someone I fall in love uh
Sure, you will.
with
You definitely you
first
will.
sight.
There's a guy out there, Phoebe, waiting for you. Okay, he's just waiting to run into you. So don't don't look for him. He'll find you. Okay, trust me,
Actually,
he'll find you.
actually, I'm not interested in a relationship.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, and that's when you're not interested in a relationship, Phoebe, that's when you find it. But anyway, yeah, if you're not ready, that's okay. Just concentrate on yourself, be confident, be positive, smile, educate yourself, make yourself the best Phoebe you can be, and that guy will come in and look and find you. You'll attract him. You'll attract that guy with your beautiful smile, your positive attitude, your humor, and your beautiful singing voice.
Thanks.
Yeah,
That made me smile.
I can tell you that I have experienced love at first sight.
Oh.
Yeah, when I lived in America and when I first saw my dog, I fell in love with my dog just like that. It was love at first sight with my dog. She was just a puppy then, but
Oh,
I fell in love with her. I fell
it's
in
a
love
good
with
love
her.
story.
Yeah, I fell in love with her right away.
It's a good love story.
Yeah.
I love dog. I love dog too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I can raise a dog. I can own a dog.
Okay.
But my family they don't like dog.
That's okay.
They
Yeah. Someday when you go out on your own and you're living by yourself in your own place, or you and your husband or whoever, you can make your own choices and get your own dog if you want to when the time is right.
yeah, I will.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Great. So I do believe in love at first sight because I experienced it with my dog.
That's wow. That's good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, great. Do you have any other questions tonight, Phoebe, about American culture or about Chinese culture?
Um, no.
Okay, what are you going to do this weekend?
This weekend.
Tomorrow's Friday,
English.
then we have,
Yeah.
okay.
Um.
So you're gonna continue to practice your English this weekend.
Yeah.
Maybe you can go to a park if the weather's nice and see the the trees and the
Yeah.
flowers and listen to the birds and get some fresh air.
Yes. Yes.
Right? That's
Yeah.
good. That's healthy.
Yeah. And also learning my Japanese lesson and
Okay.
yeah. watching movies.
Okay, that's good. That's good. But get outside and enjoy some fresh air. Don't stay inside all weekend. It's okay to stay inside and watch some movies and do things a little bit, but try to get outside and get some fresh air and exercise. Enjoy the weather.
Okay, a good one,
Okay?
a good suggestion. Okay,
Yeah, yeah. Take advantage of it. Okay? Enjoy
okay.
that beautiful weather.
Yeah,
Great.
I will.
Thanks for coming on stage, Phoebe. I hope you have a great night and have a fantastic weekend. Okay?
Yeah, thanks, Todd. Every time I have a nice talk with you.
Yeah, we always have a good conversation, don't we? Whenever you're on stage, it always puts a smile on my face. Okay? And I loved
Yeah,
hearing your voice too. Thanks for singing.
thanks, Todd. I love your voice too.
Okay, thank you. And I appreciate you singing that song. And that's nice because you didn't, you probably weren't planning to do that.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thanks Phoebe. Have a great night and have a fantastic weekend.
Okay, thanks, Todd. Bye
Uh-huh.
bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Always a pleasure talking to Phoebe. Yes, yeah, I think she did get her name from Friends. I do believe, but anyway, a big Friends fan. Phoebe is an awesome character on that TV show. If you like Friends, I do. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. It is Thursday night. We're heading into the weekend. I hope you have some positive plans for the weekend. Me, I have great plans for the weekend. Um, I will have some English classes, tutoring. Um, some of my students that I will be meeting up with this weekend, I haven't seen for a few weeks because they were busy. I was busy, of course. So now we're getting back to our normal schedule and with my tutoring classes. Also, I will do English Corner on Saturday afternoon, and then English language activity on Saturday night where we get together. It's kind of like a networking activity here in Beijing. And then I will do a English corner on Sunday afternoon here in Beijing also. So always in Beijing because I live here. I don't need to tell you it's in Beijing because anyway, it's not online class. Don't like. If you're looking for an online teacher, um, it's a good idea for people if they don't have access to have face-to-face classes. Online is great. Here in Beijing, I have lots and lots of opportunities to teach face-to-face, so I don't need to teach online. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. Yes, we're talking about American culture tonight. If you have questions about American culture, please feel free to raise your hand and come up on stage. Cheers. Costa coffee tonight. It's almost gone. Hmm, it's gone. No problem. Anyway, uh, yes, Americans love to encourage people. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. I always had, when I lived in America, I was really lucky because I was always around a lot of positive people. My bosses that I had, I was very fortunate that I had really good bosses and colleagues that inspired me, that helped me, that worked with me. They didn't criticize me. They didn't, of course, they had some, they always would give me some feedback, mostly in critical feedback. That's everybody needs that because I'm not perfect and I wasn't a perfect employee or a worker. So my boss always gave me some, ways that I could improve my performance. That's okay. But anyway, yes, I was always lucky in America to work with some really good bosses and colleagues, and not everybody's that fortunate, but I was very lucky, and I'm very lucky here too that I in Beijing at my jobs that I've had here, the job that I'm at right now. I have a great boss and I have great colleagues. here. So I'm very, very lucky, extremely lucky to, to be able to work with the people that I'm working with here. Anyway, yes, it's always great. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. Hi, Todd. Next time when I visit Beijing, sure, no problem. If you're going to be in Beijing, yeah, send me a message. You got to let me know ahead of time. Don't say I'm in Beijing. Can we meet? In an hour. It's not going to happen. Can we meet tomorrow? It's not going to happen because my schedule is I schedule my week a week in advance. So unless something happens in my schedule that I have extra time, most of the time I start booking my schedule on Sunday for the following week. And so if you know you're going to be in Beijing a certain week, you got to let me know as soon as possible, and that way I can try to let you know what I can try to fit you in my schedule where we can have maybe a cup of coffee or a bite to eat or something. Anyway, no problem. I do meet lots of people face to face. People who are in this live stream tonight, a lot of you have met me face to face, whether it's over a cup of coffee or whether it is at one of my English corners. And I'm always open to meeting people face to face. So um, I appreciate that. No problem. Okay, so tonight our topic: American culture. Sorry, I was just answering a message someone had sent me. If I've had a lot of questions. The reason I chose this topic is because I've received quite a few messages, private messages about American culture. Now, some of those messages had to do with politics. Some of those messages had to do with some sensitive topics, which I don't have a problem talking about in a private message, but I don't want to talk about politics or religion in a live format like this, where in a live stream, because first of all, it's negative. A lot of the comments that I would make are maybe not so positive. I'm not a huge fan of politics, um, so I'm not really too educated on politics because I don't pay attention to it. Okay, it's not that it's and religion, of course, is complicated. I am a religious person, but religion is very complicated. If someone says, "Can you explain this to me?" To explain religion is not something you can do in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or in a text message. It's a long, complicated, topic. So I have talked about that topic before, but I don't. It's not easy. It's not an easy topic to discuss. So it's not that I don't want to discuss it, but it's not an easy. It's not an easy topic to discuss. Anyway, so tonight our topic though is American culture. I've talked about food. We talked about education. The education system in America is definitely different than other countries. Definitely different than China. That's okay. I'm not saying it's better. It's not better. It's just different. Um, the food in America is different. It's not better. It's not worse. It's just different. Um, the relationships, a lot of things, you would be surprised. Uh, a lot of people ask me what are some differences between America and China. Um, you'd be surprised. I think there's probably more similarities than there are differences. Now, there are some very distinct differences, between America and China. Lifestyle, um, there are definitely some, cultural differences, but there's a lot of similarities too. American parents, like Chinese parents, they want their children to, be, happy. They want their children to be prosperous. They want their children to be successful. Their children are the most important thing in their life. Just like in America, the same thing. Chinese parents, they want their children, they want the best for their children. And American parents do too. I think all parents around the world want the best for their kids. So in America, family is very important. In China, family is very important. Uh, um, So, um, um, yeah, there's a lot of differences too. I understand that, but I think that American parents, always, work really hard. Americans are hard workers. Yeah, we have a lot of lazy people in America, so don't get me wrong. Um, so I can't say all Americans are hard workers. Okay, I'm just going to say some Americans are hard workers, some are lazy. Some Chinese people are hard workers, some are lazy. I think we have that, and you can say that about people in any country. So I can't really put a label on, Americans or Chinese workers. I think they're very similar. The education system again, but one thing that's really different between America and China is the marriage um, tradition. The tradition of marriage is different in America. So in America, when um, when people get married, the the man, does not buy a house for his bride or her family. The man does not give the his bride's family any money. Um, nothing happens like that. Most situations they don't have to buy a house. They don't have to give his wife or his future wife's family money or buy them a house or buy her a house. None of that's important. So in America, the marriage is about love. And their parents, they don't want money. The American parents don't want, well, they would like to have money, don't get me wrong, but they don't it's not part of the marriage tradition or culture in America. It doesn't have anything to do with giving money or buying houses or cars or anything. It's all about, the relationship between the man and the woman, or the bride and the groom. The parents just want their son, and their parents just want their daughter to be happy. They want them to find somebody who is, compatible with them and makes them happy. Now, they don't demand that, that you can't marry that guy because you can't marry that guy because he doesn't have a house. Yeah, that doesn't happen, because most young people in America don't have a house. They can't afford to buy a house when they're that age. Yeah, it takes a while for them to be able to afford to buy a house. So most young Americans can't afford to buy a house, and their parents definitely can't afford to buy them a house. So it's the parents don't give them money. The parents don't buy their kids a house in America because the parents can't afford it. Now, if you're a billionaire like maybe Bill Gates, maybe you can buy your kids a house. Maybe some rich parents can do that. But, the majority of Americans are not rich. The majority of Americans are middle class and they're not rich. So if you've heard stories, or if you read things online or you see it on TV that all Americans are rich, I I can tell you that's not true. Most Americans are not rich. So when two people in America get married, it's about love. It's not about money. It's about love. So then when they get married, they work together, they save money and buy their house together. That's what Americans like. They don't want their parents to buy them a house. They're very independent. So the married couple, they are very proud of themselves. They have a lot of pride. They want to work hard, save their money, and buy their own house. We did it ourselves. Our parents didn't buy us this house. Our parents didn't give us the money for this house. We did it on our own. That's what Americans want. That's what Americans want. That's pretty much the American that's pretty much American lifestyle, okay? The American culture. So, that has to do with relationships. um, as far as education goes, yeah, the education system is different, but it works for America. The education in China works for China. They wouldn't work in the different countries. So the education system in America would not work in China. So work hard and buy their own home. That's exactly right, Doris. That's what American people want to do. That's what they want to do. They want to, American people, when they get married, couple, when they get married, yeah, maybe they want to have a baby too, of course. They want to start a family, but they want to buy their own house. They have pride in buying their own house. So they can tell people, yes, look at this house. It's not the biggest house in the world, but you know what? We did it on our own. We didn't get any help from anybody. We worked hard, we saved our money, and we bought this house on our own. That's what Americans want. That's what they do. Now, is it better to do it that way? It's just different. It's just different. I'm not saying it's better. I know Chinese culture is different, and that's okay. I totally understand Chinese culture because I've been here a long time. I've heard many relationship stories, many marriage stories. I've attended many weddings, from my friends or my coworkers. I've attended lots of Chinese weddings, so I know what it's about. I've experienced it. I've been there. So I know what they're like, and I know the traditions, and because I've been here long enough to see it and live it. So why most Americans men um, fair at getting married? I don't understand. Fair men fair at getting married? Are they afraid of getting married? Is that what you're trying to say? Afraid of getting married? They're not afraid. Todd, can you tell me which school? I don't work at a school. Yeah, I'm not a teacher. If you're from Beijing, great, welcome or not welcome. Nice to meet you. I do live in Beijing, but I don't teach at a school. I don't teach at a school. I'm not a teacher. Uh, I'm not qualified to be a teacher. Teachers work very hard, go to college, become a teacher. They study really hard. They have that certification. They're qualified to be called a teacher. I'm not qualified to be called a teacher. So, and I'm not going to lie and tell people I'm a teacher because I'm not a teacher. Um, I I'm a part-time tutor. I've done English tutoring for over 10 years, so I can help people to improve their English because I've been doing it for over 10 years. But I'm not a classroom teacher. Anyway, um, you have been, yeah, I'm a qualified tutor. I guess you could say that. Uh huh. I'm a qualified tutor. You're right. I am a qualified tutor. You're right. Okay, let's continue on. And if you're raising your hand, please be patient. Just a friendly reminder. Um, you don't see all comments. Yeah, I don't answer your question. I'm not trying to be rude or ignore you, but just send me a private message if I fail to answer your questions. Okay. Did you see my comments? Can you send your comment again, Chrisley? Yeah. If I missed your comment or if you asked me a question and I didn't answer your question, you can send me a private message and I will definitely answer your question. Or you can type it again and say, "Here's my question." I'll try to answer your question, but sometimes the questions are scrolling so fast. Sad. That's your question? Sad? Sad. What's sad? Why are you sad? Are you sad because of something happened to you? Why would you be sad? What happened to make you sad? I hope. Hello, I want to ask, how do you think about Japan? He puts, yeah, I don't want to talk about Japan. I love Japan. I love Tokyo. I've been there a few times. I like Tokyo. It's a beautiful city. Japanese people are so friendly and so nice. That's what I want to talk about Japan. I'm not going to talk about the other sensitive political issues that are going on with Japan or any other country. You can, yeah, that's negative. So you can, uh, uh, um, I don't have any comments about that. Not answer. Maybe she can send me the question again. Annie, long time no see. Thank you so much for joining us. Have you ever been to Turkey? I have not been to Turkey. I would love to go to Turkey sometime if I have the opportunity. Have you ever visited Vietnam? Yes, I have visited Vietnam, and I loved when I was in Vietnam. I went to Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi. I was only there for 10 days, but it was a short trip, but it was a lot of fun. I loved it, and the Vietnamese people are so friendly, and I really enjoyed it. I hope I can go back sometime. I hope I can go back sometime. Anyway, yes, it's a beautiful country. I stayed home at home all day, the whole day today. I've been home the whole day today. Cool. Good for you. Why many people don't like Middle East? I don't know people who don't like the Middle East. I haven't met anybody who don't like the Middle East. Have I been to Thailand? Yes, I have been to Thailand, to only Bangkok. That was it. But yeah, I have been to Thailand. Which is the more polite expression? Would you or could you when I ask something to others? Both are okay. I guess, could you please help me? As long as you use please, that's okay. How about Tehran? You'll be welcome here. Tehran, yeah, I would love to go to the Middle East if I have some time. I have no problems going to the Middle East. Um, Turkey is great. I would love to go visit Turkey. Todd, do you think I don't drink baijiu? Have drank baijiu before. Yeah, when I attend people's weddings, gambay. Yes, we do. We do drink some baijiu, but I'm not a fan of it. I mean, I drink it because I know it's part of the culture and it's very respect. It's part of paying your respects, and I do that, but I don't drink baijiu unless I have to. Do you think it's easier for Chinese to move to Boston with a PhD degree? Um, to get a PhD degree? Yeah, you want to go to Boston to study to get your PhD, or you have a PhD and you want to move to Boston. If you can move to Boston if your English is okay. Yeah, as long as you can speak a little English, it's okay. Boston's a nice city. I lived in Boston before I moved to Beijing. What dishes from your culture would you serve a visitor from abroad? It all depends on, what their culture is like. If they can eat chicken or pork, depending on what kind of meat, their diet, maybe they're vegetarian. I'd have to know what their diet is first before I could choose my menu. I don't think Thailand located in the Middle East. Yeah, it's not located in the Middle East. Have a PhD. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can go to Boston if you have a PhD degree, um, and if you want to try to find a job, of course. Please, can you tell me about Canada community? I'm going there. Canada. Unfortunately, I don't know a lot about Canada because I'm not Canadian. I've been to Canada before. It's a beautiful country. The people are nice, but I can't really tell you a lot about Canadian culture. It's very similar to American culture. Yeah, it's very similar to American culture. Dear Todd, will you do the live streaming on a regular basis? Yes, Rhett. I will. I'm back to my regular live stream schedule. I'm trying to be very regular. Um, I'll try to be very regular in my live streams. There'll be nights where I don't do live streams because of meetings or something else, but so I won't be doing live streams every single night like I was, but I'll try to be as consistent as possible. So, what are popular places in America? Oh, there's so many. There's too many to list. Of course, for foreigners, a lot of people like to go to New York because they want to see the Statue of Liberty and Times Square, and maybe Central Park, or maybe go to Manhattan. If you like California, they have lots of Universal Studios, Hollywood, Disneyland, lots of things to see in America. What would you recommend that I do become a good English teacher? You have to be certified. So I guess you have to, take the exams, that, each country or each country probably has some exams that you have to take to become a qualified, certified teacher. You do that, and you can be a teacher. Todd, do you like California wine? I do. I don't drink a lot of wine. I do if my friends offer me some wine, I'll drink it, but I don't buy wine on my own. But I like wine. I like wine. How much tips do people need to give for service? Uh, Tips in America usually at 15 to 20% of your dinner bill. Yeah, 15 to 20% is average of your total bill. 15 to 20%. You get me wrong. He's talking. Oh, okay. I want to visit LA. Good. I love LA. What things do you like that most in America? I like the food, I guess. I like the food. Yeah, national parks in America are very beautiful. Yellowstone is my favorite. Yellowstone National Park is my favorite. I love Yellowstone. It's beautiful. Thank you so much, everybody, for following my account. If you, I really like Disney anima. Oh, you like Disney cartoons? Maybe Disney movies? Yeah, Disney movies are great. If you go to LA, or if you go to Florida, Orlando, you can see Disneyland. In LA, it's Disney World. The creativity of the USA is passionate. Yes. How do you learn Chinese language? I don't learn Chinese. I don't speak Chinese. I'm not learning Chinese. I can speak a little bit. I can speak a few words, but I'm not fluent. I'm not fluent in Chinese. After Lionel Messi moved, yeah, yeah. Soccer's gaining popularity in America, but over the past few decades, it's not that popular. It's starting to become popular, but it's not. Soccer in America is not that popular. Are youngsters in America willing to get married? Of course they are. Marriage is still a important part of people's lives. Uh, Even though it's a lot of people in America, maybe don't get married, they just live together. But there's still, marriage is still important in people. A lot of people, young, girls and guys, their dream is to get married, start a family, have children. That's the the ultimate, dream of a lot of females and males in America, just like in China. It's popular. So it is. If someone wants to practice, he or she can contact. Okay, good. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, so marriage is still a big part of American culture, and a lot of young people do do want to get married. So it is, you know, it's a big part of American culture. Even though you do read stories about a lot of Americans that don't.
Hi,
Hi.
Todd. Hi.
Wow, a long time no see, Jack.
Oh, yes. Last month, I want to find your live stream, but I can't find your live stream. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, I quit doing live streams for a few weeks. Maybe about a month I quit.
Oh,
Yeah, I stopped doing live streams for about a month
oh yeah.
because my job
Today,
got really busy.
oh,
So I had to quit doing live streams and concentrate on my job.
oh.
How's your
So,
English?
oh, my English is down because I want to find you and I can't
You
find
can't
you.
practice. You couldn't find me to practice your English, huh?
Yes, I think I talk with you. I feel very happy, but it's don't I can't find you. I don't want to speak to the others.
Oh,
So I
okay. Yeah. So, how about your new job?
the new job is the so. Every day is tired, and I get back to home and I go to sleep.
Oh, okay. So
Very
you're
regular.
so you're tired every day.
Yes, very tired.
Oh, I see. So, where are you still living in the same place?
Yes, the same place. This place is comfortable.
Okay.
It's really comfortable,
And
convenient to
and it's
go to
close
work.
to the subway station.
Yes, close to the subway station.
Okay.
And
And how about restaurants?
restaurant.
Is
Oh
it close
my,
is it close to a lot of restaurants?
no, I eat food at my company. My company
Oh, okay.
have the place to support my lunch.
Okay, so you can eat at your company every day.
Yes.
Okay. How about on the weekends?
I know I don't have the weekends.
You have to work on the weekends too?
Yes, if I want to have a rest day, I have to ask my supervisor. Oh, I want to have a rest day. My
Okay.
supervisor, my supervisor sometimes required us to work, keep for a
Keep
long time,
keep working.
keep working
Yeah.
because the hospital keeping busy every day, every
Okay.
day.
Lots of sick people.
Uh,
There's
yes, every day is busy.
lots of sick people at the hospital, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah. Yeah, so they your supervisor needs you to work.
yes.
So do you like
So 1 month have 2 days, maybe have one day.
wow. 1 month
Uh,
you have maybe one hold on.
yeah.
1 month you have maybe 2 days.
Yes, maybe 2 days, maybe one day.
Ah, okay. So, do you like that job?
This job is stable. I
Okay.
like stable. So I
Okay.
like this job.
Okay. That's good. That's good. So, how do you practice English then during the week? Do you have time to practice English, like listen to some movies or anything?
No, no, no. I prepare for an exam, for the law exam. I told you
Okay.
before.
Yeah, yeah. You were gonna take the law exam.
Yes, so every day on the subway, I learning the law lessons.
Okay. Is it difficult to remember all those law terminology, like the vocabulary words?
No, no, not very difficult because I am interested in that.
Okay, so it's very interesting.
Very interesting. So I
Okay.
on the subway I learn listening the law lessons, and when I get home I go to sleep. So
Okay.
I almost 1 month. You quit you quit your Hello Talk live stream. I almost 1 month not on the live stream. I think I
Okay.
almost forget the vocabulary, but you speak these words. I can understand, totally understand. So I get confidence.
Yeah, so that means that even though you haven't spoke English for maybe a month or listened to it, you can still, understand, and you can still, speak. It's okay. You remembered everything.
Yes, I remember everything. I can totally understand what you speaking. So
That's
I
good
get
news.
the confidence.
Yeah, that's good news. That means that even though you were away from English for a few weeks, you still have it in here. You can still remember.
Yes, but I think my oral English is not fluently as before.
Oh, okay. So you got it. You have to continue practicing, right?
Yeah, you can find me this my oral English not fluently as before.
No, I think it's okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you, Todd.
I think it's still, I still think your oral English is good. It's easy for me to understand.
Oh yes, but
Yeah.
not get the paragraph.
Well, yeah, you're not going to make progress if you don't practice. So, yeah, you have to practice. But yeah, I don't think you have lost anything, but yeah, maybe to make progress you have to continue practicing, whenever you have time.
But I think if I want to get the high level, it's very difficult for
Yeah, it
me.
is difficult. You have, but because of your schedule, because of your work schedule, maybe you just don't have the time to, to study and practice, to be able to get to that level that you want to get to.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah,
okay. You don't have to be high level. All you have to do is be average, to be able to communicate with people on a daily basis. And that's all you need.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. And
I
let,
don't want
so
to push me
Yeah,
myself.
so at the hospital, you don't ever have to speak English, right?
Yeah, no opportunity to speak English.
Mm. Okay, so the only time you have opportunity to speak English is during a live stream,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And when I was gone, did you attend some other people's live streams? Because there's lots of live streamers on Hello Talk.
I last month I tried to join the other live streamers live stream, but
Okay.
no chance to on the stage.
Oh, they didn't invite you to the stage.
Yes, you care me, but the other live streamer don't care me.
That's
Thank you.
okay. Maybe if you attend their live stream more often, maybe they're just not familiar with you. Maybe they just don't know you. So if you attend their live stream often, then they're like, oh, Jack's back again. Jack's been here every night this week. I'm going to invite him to the stage.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I should yes join the other live stream often.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. So, how about going back to your hometown? Have you had an opportunity to go back to your hometown recently?
No. My son come to Beijing last
Okay.
month.
Oh, he came here for the summer for his summer holiday or break.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Has he grown?
I worried about his height. He's
Oh,
not high.
he's not very tall.
Yes, very tall. My wife will take him to the hospital.
Uh-huh.
The hospital give
Yeah.
my son is okay, not very, very,
Don't worry very much. How
very
old is he? He's
7 years
young.
old.
He he yeah, was young. I was very short. When I was
Oh,
7,
really?
8 in primary school and middle school, I was very short. Then when I between middle school and my senior high school, I shot up.
Oh,
So
great,
yeah, but
great.
my parents always thought that I was going to be short because I was always shorter than all the other kids. But it just I just grew different time. That's all. So he's still very young. So next year, the year after that, when he's 9 or 10 years old, he can change a lot. Kids
oh,
kids grow at different times in their life.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, some kids grow tall when they're younger. Some kids wait a little while before they grow.
Yeah. I think
So
my body is orange, orange in the Chinese people.
it's
I think my
average.
son is average.
Average.
Yes,
Sure.
average tall in the Chinese people. I think
Sure.
my son is no problem, maybe.
Sure. I think, yeah, I wouldn't worry. Just make sure that he's eating right and he's okay. But if he's not the same height as all the other kids, don't worry about it because kids grow at different times.
Oh, yeah.
So it's okay. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Oh,
Yeah. He'll
yeah.
probably, Jack, he'll probably end up growing taller than you. Someday he's going to be taller than you, and you're going to be like, wow.
Yeah, this times the young generation is taller than me.
Sure.
In my the same age, the people
Uh huh.
average the yes average body taller.
Sure.
But the young generation is
Getting
taller than
taller.
yes than
Sure.
we.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Each generation is getting taller.
yes.
Yeah. Because, like, when I'm on the subway and I see some of the high school kids, boys and girls, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're tall.
Yes, because they eat a lot of good food than before.
Yeah, yeah. They have, each generation kind of gets a little bit taller. So that's okay. So, don't worry about your son. As long as he's healthy and he's happy and everything's okay, his height, he will grow. Don't worry about it.
Yes, thank you, Todd.
Yeah, he'll grow. Don't, it's okay. So anyway, what did he do in Beijing when he was here? Did he have fun? Did he do anything fun?
Just take him to the restaurant to eat
Okay.
barbecue
Okay.
and
Good.
play games,
Play video games?
play the shot game.
Oh, okay. Okay. He likes that?
I like that.
Oh, you
I
like that.
I like that. I play this game. Yes, the boss said, "Oh, you can take your son to play the game in the same time." So I
Uh-huh.
choose this game.
Ah, okay. Who's better, you or him?
The same, the
Oh, the
same. You
same.
know,
Okay.
the child is very, how to say, very smart.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Mm,
kids are smart. They're good at games.
yeah.
Okay, so he did he like barbecue?
Yes, very like. He
Okay.
like eating different foods.
He likes to eat different food.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he like any like Western type of food like pizza or anything like that?
Just
McDonald's?
just barbecue.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why my son don't like the West food.
He
Just
don't
like
like
barbecue.
Okay, he doesn't like he doesn't want to eat at McDonald's and have a cheeseburger and some french fries.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That's better that he don't like that because that food's not healthy. So it's smart that he don't like that food.
But I think the barbecue and the hot pot is also not healthy.
Yeah, some it depends. Some hot pot has a lot of oil in it and barbecue, yeah, some barbecue's not healthy. Yeah, cuz maybe it's greasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, it's delicious, right?
Yes, delicious.
Okay. So how long was he in Beijing? Did you say 1 month?
No, 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 1 week
Oh, one
because
week.
he have some holiday class.
Okay. Oh,
He
he had some.
he he finished his swimming class.
Okay. Okay. And
He can
probably
swim now.
he probably has some homework too, right?
Yes, he
Yeah.
have some
Some
homework. He can
summer
swim.
homework.
He can swimming now. He
Oh,
can.
wow, he knows how to swim.
Yes, he can. He take the boxing class.
Oh, boxing. That's
Yes,
cool.
boxing
Can you
class.
do you know how to swim?
I just can swim like a dog.
Oh, you can only dog paddle.
Yes, dog paddle. Yes, yes. I can't swim like
Like a
the
swimmer.
yes, like swimmer, but I can swim. Yes.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know how to breathe. I
okay.
just can into the water
Okay.
and swim,
Okay.
and
So
then I put my head
ab-
uh out
above
of the water, but
okay. So
I don't I can't swim for a long time in the water.
okay. So if you get in the water, you know how to keep your head above water. You can tread water. You can like this to stay
Yeah.
above water so you don't sink, but you don't go very far.
No, can't.
Okay.
Just 10.
Okay, that's okay.
Yes.
As long as you can stay keep your head above water, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's good that your son knows how to swim,
Yeah, yes.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And how about boxing? Do you know how to box?
Yes, I practiced when I was young.
Okay, good. So that's a good sport to learn, boxing. It's healthy, it's
Yeah.
good exercise.
Yeah, because my son, the body is not
Small,
very tall.
right?
In the classroom, three children, three boys,
Mhm.
bullying him,
Okay.
and I'm very angry, but
Oh,
I can't.
he's getting bullied.
Yes, but I can't hit the other boys.
No,
So I
never. Yeah, yeah. You just need to teach him how to defend himself.
yes, so
Yeah,
I think I should
yeah,
tutor my son
yeah.
how to
How to
boxing,
fight.
how
Yeah,
to
it's good.
fight.
It's good to teach him those skills, how to protect himself, because
Yes,
all kids, I think, when they're in school or at certain times in their life, maybe experience, some bullies.
yes, but
Yep.
now I think my son skills is very okay.
Good. That's good. Yeah, that's a good.
He's
It's
very
good.
smart.
It's good skills to teach. Yeah, how to
Yes,
protect himself, so that way, if some boys, treat him badly or bully him, he can protect himself.
yes,
That's good. Good skill. So that's good that you're able to teach him that. Well,
yeah.
so now he'll be in grade 2.
Yes, the studio have 30 boys
Okay.
practice together.
Okay.
My son is the number one now.
Okay. So there's 30 kids in his boxing class.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's good.
My son is very good at boxing
He's
now.
good at boxing. So those
Yes.
bullies in school need to leave him alone.
Yes, my I asked my son, how have them bullying you again? My son said no, no.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You taught him a valuable skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job, Dad.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you.
Yeah, so do you have any questions that you want to ask me tonight?
No question, Todd. Thank you. You invite me on your stage. Thank you.
Sure. No problem. I'm glad that you came back. I'm glad that you found my live stream again, and I hope you come back, continue to come back and come back up on stage again in the future.
Yes, yes,
Okay?
sure.
Okay. Continue to come back up on stage and practice your English, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right. Have a great night and have a good weekend, okay?
Yes, the
Okay.
same to
Bye-bye.
you, Todd.
Bye-bye,
The
Jack.
same. Bye bye.
Okay, thanks, Jack, for coming up on stage. Yes, Jack has been attending my live streams for many, many months. In fact, he at one time when I first met Jack, I met him at one of my English corners here in Beijing. My Sunday English corner. Jack came a couple of times, I think, and he's a very busy guy. He's a hard worker. Jack's a very hard worker. He works a lot and a good family man. a good worker. Jack's a good overall, a good guy. Okay, I think Jack's a good guy. Anyway, and he is very determined to improve his English and create the best life for his family. So great, Jack. I really admire you. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining this live stream tonight. Yes, it is Thursday night. Our topic is American culture, and if you have questions about American culture, you can send me a message, or you can come up on stage and ask me your questions, or you can send me a private message if it's kind of a sensitive topic. Okay, I try to stay away from sensitive topics, in this live stream. But if you have a question and it's a sensitive topic, like politics or religion or something else, you can send me a private message, and I'll do my best to answer that question. Just a quick introduction of myself. If you have just recently joined the live stream, thank you so much for joining my live stream. Again, my name is Todd, and I come from the United States of America, but right now I'm living in China. I've lived here in Beijing for 12 years, and I don't speak Chinese. That's right, 12 years in China, and I don't speak Chinese. I can understand a little bit of Chinese. I can speak a few words, but I'm not fluent by any means. It's not really necessary for me to speak Chinese because, my job and all my friends and colleagues, everybody in my circle wants to hear me speak English. Nobody wants to hear me speak Chinese, okay? They don't care to speak Chinese with me. When I meet people, whether it's my colleagues or whether it's my friends or whether it's my students whom I tutor, they want to speak English with me. They don't want to speak Chinese with me. They don't want to hear me speak Chinese. So it's not necessary for me to speak Chinese, even though I've lived here. It's very easy for me to live here and not speak Chinese. In fact, all of my friends, most of my foreign friends here in China don't speak Chinese. So, and I understand there's lots of foreigners that do speak Chinese. The foreigners that I know, that I hang out with, don't. So anyway, why academic people think they are better than other people? Good question. That's a great question. I don't know. I wish I knew. Todd, how do you think, who is great president? Good question, George. I don't know, because I don't really pay attention to politics. So I can't really answer that question either. I cannot speak Chinese. No, I cannot speak Chinese. I can only speak one language, and that's English. Only one language, and that's English. How can we don't run out of idea whilst that takes practice to run out of ideas while speaking? I never run out of ideas when I speak, but I have a lot of practice and experience at speaking. How many days of vacation in America? That depends on the company you work for and how long you've worked at that company. So it's different for all Americans, depending on the company they work for and how many, years they have worked at that company. All companies in America, have different holiday or different vacation policies. So it depends on the company. Anyway, it is Thursday night. Hello, Todd. Do you know Baku? I don't. Is that a city? Is that a city? Maybe? I don't know. What is my favorite American movie? Forrest Gump. My favorite American movie, Forrest Gump. My favorite American movie, Forrest Gump. I have a lot of American movies that I like. But I guess if I had to name one that I like, it would be Forrest Gump. What do I think of the American dream? It's a dream. That's all I can say. It's a dream. It's not reality. Mr. Todd, have you been to I have not been to Yunnan province. No, not yet. I've been to a lot of different cities in China, but no, not yet. Not yet. Anyway, it is. American culture is a very interesting topic. I get lots of questions during during my days on Hello Talk, in the afternoons, in the mornings. I get lots of questions about American culture. That's why I chose this topic tonight. So if you, I look like I look like the Breaking Bad guy, huh? Yeah, maybe. What time will you finish your live room, Alex? Good question. Whenever I get tired, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't really have a set time that I'm going to quit or stop doing the live stream tonight. Usually I just quit when I uh, when I get tired. Can I know what your job is in Beijing? Yeah, my job is I work for a video game company here. I work for a video game company. If you like to play video games and you're in China, you probably know this company. If you like to play video, if you don't play video games in China, then you probably don't know this company. Guns in America. Yeah, guns are legal in America, but not all Americans have guns. I don't own a gun in America, so I don't think guns are that important. Have you ever been Coco? Yeah, I love that movie. Sasha. I like that movie, Coco. But it has a really sad part in that movie. I went to that movie Coco in the cinema, and everybody in the cinema was crying. Everybody was crying in the cinema when Coco, because his grandma, wow, it's a good movie. That movie Coco. I highly recommend people to watch Coco. But yeah, I don't cry at a lot of movies. There's only maybe a very few movies that I've ever cried. Coco is one of them. Coco brought me to tears. And, it is that movie. That movie is very realistic because I lived in Texas, and that is really, it really depicts the Mexican culture a lot. But anyway, Coco is a great movie. Another movie that brought me to tears is Marley and Me. Yeah, if you like to watch movies that a very good drama, but Marley and Me is another movie that made me cry. Okay, again, not a lot of movies make me cry. I'm not against crying. If I feel like crying, I do. But Marley and Me is another movie that brought me to tears. Oh, it is, but it's a great movie. If you want to see a great movie, you can watch Marley and Me. If you haven't seen it, I highly, highly recommend it. But be prepared to cry because I think you will. Let me know if you watch that movie and you didn't cry. Tell me, okay? There's the name. Marley and Me. There's the name of the movie. Marley and Me. Not Mary, Marley. Yeah, that movie. It's about a family and a dog because I'm a dog lover, okay? And, I've been through a lot of difficult times with, dogs. And this one is about a family and their dog. And if you've ever had a dog and in your family, you can probably relate to this movie. And it just thinking about this movie now just brings a lot of emotions in my mind because it's very, very emotional. And Yes, Marley and Me. That's the name of the movie, and it's I I can I can almost guarantee you will cry. Anyway, not that I'm trying to get you to cry. I'm not trying to recommend movies that make you cry, but crying is good for us. I think sometimes it's good to get those emotions out and to tears, and it's okay. Crying is okay. I'm not against crying. I think crying is good for us. It's healthy. It's healthy for us. So it is. I think it's a good thing for us when we cry. So it's not crying isn't a bad thing. Okay, crying isn't a bad thing. So don't worry about don't worry about don't worry about crying. Okay, it's okay. I'll admit to people that I cry. Okay, I cry, during some movies, not a lot of movies, but there are certain movies that I cry. So um, I'm not ashamed or embarrassed. Texas people tend to be more conservative. Could you please? I don't think Texas people are more conservative. I lived in Texas for 5 years. I honestly don't think Texas people are more conservative, but maybe some of them you've met, or maybe you've heard some stories about Texas people. I lived in Texas, and when I lived there, my impression that they weren't conservative, but some were. You're right. Some Texans are conservative, but not all. Todd, if you do a live stream on Douyin, Helen, I don't do live streams on Douyin. Mm, You know, I do my live streams on Hello Talk, and I've had people ask me if I could do live streams on Douyin or on Little Red Book, but I honestly don't have. If I had time, I would. If I had time, I would. Why the Barbie girls are always associated with the color? You know, Barbie Barbie's favorite color is pink. Most girls, I'm not going to say all, but a lot of girls' favorite color is pink. So Barbie is a girly girl, and a girly girl likes pink. So Barbie has always been known throughout the years to her favorite color was pink. Why they chose pink, I have no idea, but that's just always been Barbie's favorite color has been pink. Have I been to a casino in Vegas? Yeah, I've been to casino. I've been to Vegas many times, and I have been to many, many casinos. I'm not a gambler. I'm not a huge gambler. I have gambled many times in Vegas, but I'm not a huge fan of gambling. I just do it because it's fun, but I don't do a lot of gambling. I love black color. Good for you. Black is cool. My favorite color is blue. If your favorite color is black, fantastic. I know a lot of girls like black and they like to wear black. That's okay. I think a lot of girls I talk to like pink, and Barbie is a fan of pink. That's why that's kind of like always been Barbie. Has been known in America to be you know a big fan of pink. Do you think technology ease people's life or burden it? I think technology has made people's lives easier, more comfortable, and there's pros and cons about technology. There are good things about technology, and there's some bad things about it. Just like anything else in life, there's good and bad in no matter what you are talking about. Technology definitely has made a lot of people's lives very comfortable. So it's helped a lot. Maybe has it caused problems? I'm sure yes, it has. It has. I'm sure it has caused some problems for some people. But I think overall technology is a good thing. A good thing. Big news in Japan. Yeah, I don't pay attention to the big news in Japan. I know what you're talking about, but it's not a topic to discuss here because doesn't Hello Talk discourages us from talking about these sensitive topics in the live streams. So How do I think about EV? I think it's awesome. I think EVs are awesome in China. In big cities in America, EVs are not have not caught on yet because Americans, you know, it's just more convenient to have gasoline cars in America. EVs in some of the bigger cities in America are okay, but most Americans depend on their car and the infrastructure in the EV market in America. They don't have a lot of charging stations, so it's just not as mature as it is in China. It will get that way, but it's not as mature as it is here in China. I'm not a game designer. No, I'm not. I play I play a game designer in some of our TikTok Douyin videos. I'm an actor in as a game designer, um, but I'm in real life I'm not a game designer. So if you follow our company Hello Talk or not Hello Talk, our company Douyin account or our company TikTok account, you'll see me you'll see me as a game designer, and my name is Tom. My name is Tom, a game designer. Anyway, do you? I don't. Do I play with? I don't have a drone. No. Nope. I don't have a drone. I like photography, but I don't have a drone. Todd, your streams are really clear and useful to learn. It's not a nonsense. Oh, great. Thank you. I'm so happy. If you're happy, I'm happy. If you have any suggestions for some topics that you would like for me to discuss in the future, you can send me a private message, and I can, put that on my live stream schedule. If you have some topics, don't send it in. Don't send me your suggestions in the comments here because I'll forget it and I won't remember. So if you have some suggestions for some future topics that you would like for me to um, cover or talk about, I can put it on my schedule. Sandy, what's the name of? Oh, the company I work for is called Perfect World. Yeah, the company I work for is called Perfect World. Perfect World Games. What we do, what we do must to happy more. What do we do to be happy? Hmm. I think what makes, if maybe you're asking, what can we do to make us happy? I think different things make different people happy. Um, for me, my job makes me happy. My friends make me happy. Of course, my family, number one, makes me happy. So, a lot of things make me happy. And I think that, different things make different people happy. So, for me, it's my family, my friends, and my job. And, unfortunately, food can make me happy too, but I have to control my food, what I eat. So, because yeah, CSGO. Our company has CSGO and Dota 2. Definitely. You're right. Good. CSGO and Dota 2. Yep. That's our that. This is the company. This is the game company that I work for here in Beijing. If you're in Beijing and you'd like to come to the company sometime and have a tour, I can, if I have time, I can give you a tour if you're in Beijing or you're coming to Beijing and you'd like a tour of our company. You can just send me a message ahead of time, of course, and let me know to make an appointment, and I can welcome you to our company, and I can give you a tour of our company. So if you are in Beijing or you're coming to Beijing, Dota 2. Do I have any pets? Yeah, I have pets in America. I don't have any pets in China. I have dogs, 3 dogs. What is the motivation that bring you to China? My motivation to come to China was my boss at that time asked me to come to China. That was my motivation. Now my motivation is my own motivation that I love it here and I want to stay here. So, Todd, may I talk about with you for a while by sound. By sound. Oh, were you raising your hand? Is that what you're doing? Oh, you were raising your hand. Hi, Helen. Is this what? Oh, you have to turn your microphone on. Yes, I do live in Beijing. I don't have a home workshop. Nope, I don't work from home. I work at my office. And I do live in Beijing. Helen, you have to turn your microphone on. What should we do to be happier? Wow, that's a tough question. First of all, you need to be happy with yourself. You know, you have to do things that make you happy. You like your job, you know, your hobbies. Do things that make you happy. Be around people that make you happy. Hello, Helen. Nice to see you, but I can't hear you. Hi, Helen. How you doing tonight? Fantastic. That's so cool. How was your day today? Wow, you had a great day. Me too. Yeah, how was my? Oh, I had a great day. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I had a great day. Thanks for asking.
Oh, hello,
Hi.
Mister. Can you hear
Now
me
I can
now?
hear you.
Oh, thank you.
How are you doing? Can
I
you hear
can.
me?
Okay. Oh, fine, thank you. Fine, thank you. Yeah, this is my first come here, and just now I heard of you said you live in Beijing,
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah, I live in Beijing.
Oh, okay,
Where do you live?
great. But I live in the
Oh,
small
you live in a
city.
small city. In the north or the south?
So
Okay,
in
in
the
the
south
south,
of China,
in the south of China.
Yunnan province.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Yunnan province. Yeah, so that's why I ask you if you have been to Yunnan province. I live in Yunnan province.
I haven't been there
Yeah.
yet. I've been to many places in China, but I haven't been there yet. But it's, you know, it's one of the places that I want to visit.
Yeah, Yunnan is really a beautiful place. So if you have a chance, if you have your free time, welcome to my hometown.
Yeah, I would love to visit that province. I've heard a lot of very positive things about your province. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
So how's the weather?
The weather is really nice in Yunnan province. Yeah, it's not very hot in summer. It's not very cold in winter. So the weather is really nice. So you can visit Yunnan province any seasons.
Any season is comfortable.
Yeah, any season is very comfortable.
Wow. So if I visited, what would you recommend for me to see? Is there like some temples or some mountains or lakes or rivers, or what would I see?
Maybe Dani,
Dali?
Lijiang. Yeah, Lijiang. Yeah, Dani lake, and Lijiang has the Lugu Lake, and Lijiang also have the Yunong Mountain.
Okay. Wow.
Yunong Mountain. Yeah.
So those sound very interesting. A lot of tourists probably like to visit there, right? A lot of tourists.
Yeah. So many visitors.
Okay.
Yeah. To the Lijiang, Dani, or Shangri-La.
So is this your hometown?
No, I just live in the small city, just like a town, like a countryside. Yeah, I actually from Dani, Lijiang, or the capital city, Kunming. Yeah, almost 500 kilometers from my hometown.
Okay. So do you like it there?
Yeah, I like my hometown. There are so many mountains. Yeah, my hometown around my hometown are mountains.
Lots of mountains.
Yeah, but actually in my hometown, yeah, it's small place, but there is a Huanglian River scenic.
Wow.
Huanglian River scenic area.
How about the food? Is the food
Mm-hmm.
very, very delicious there?
Mm-hmm. The food, maybe the crossing bridge
Oh, okay.
noodles
Okay.
is one of the
Yeah,
famous
crossing the
food.
bridge noodles. I heard that before from Peter. Yeah, Peter
Mm-hmm.
lives in
Yeah.
Kunming.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? Peter. Peter.
Peter
Who
came
is
up on the
Peter?
stage
Your
in the very beginning of the live stream tonight. He usually comes up on
oh.
stage every night on in my live stream.
Mm-hmm.
He lives in Kunming. Yeah, and
Oh,
he
okay.
taught
So I wonder how long have you been doing the live streaming on TikTok, on the Hello
how
Talk?
long how
How long have you?
how long have I been doing it? Over a
Yeah.
year. Yeah, I started doing
Oh,
live
over a
streams
year.
last year.
Oh, so you are being help so much, so many people to learn
Yeah,
English.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing live streams. I started doing live streams last year. So, yeah, I've been doing live
Mm-hmm.
streams for about a year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so yeah, you do the great job. You do the meaningful thing.
Well, I
Yeah.
enjoy it. So, I hope people, I hope I can make people happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. Actually, in China, we have the language environment practice our English, especially we seldom met the native
Sure.
speaker, but you provide the platform. I we really appreciate that you can do the meaningful
Sure.
things.
It's
Yeah.
good that, people, live in different countries around the world. They don't they don't always have the opportunity to chat with a native speaker or listen to a native speaker talk live. And so that's what I try to create for them.
Mm-hmm, yeah. So about the American culture,
Yeah.
I think before I watch the American series MBUSC,
And,
MBUSC,
oh, you
Family
mean
MBUSC,
oh, you mean
Family
family?
MBUSC. According to the series I found, and the American culture is different from the China culture, especially their family members can call the name each other, even the their uh, even their grandfather or a father, the kids can call their name.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that
for the China people, maybe the kids just call the
yeah, yeah.
father or
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, they
Baba.